Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. Ladies and gentlemen, I have got an exceptionally nice 1970 Boss 302 Mustang right here. This thing's rotisserie restored. It's numbers matching colors and driveline. It's documented. It's a good car. It's a great car. The more I look at it, the more and more I'm liking the car. You can visit volocars.com. That's where you get all the specs, the price, photos top to bottom of this car, and a few hundred other collector cars that are all for sale. That's at volocars.com. Also, take a second to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon and you'll be the first to see these videos as they come out. But right now, join me. Let's go for a spin in a Boss Mustang. Just beautiful, isn't it? That's why I step back so you can just see the lines and the stripes and the spoilers and louvers and the chrome Magnum wheels and the shaker scoop. This thing is just slick. I absolutely love this fastback body style. The Boss 302 was pretty much to compete against the Z28 with the 302, and these were used in Trans Am racing. So it's got a hot motor, it's got a better suspension, brakes, all around it's a performance car. And this one, like I said, was rotisserie restored. It was about 10 years ago. The bottom of the car is absolutely beautiful. It looks like it came out of the assembly line. The floors are completely clean. All the seams and spot welds and inner rockers, the lower inner quarters still have the little rubber drain plugs there. All clean metal, and it's resprayed in the proper primer, and then they sprayed the undercoat in the proper locations. We should have wiped it down. Someone hit a puddle. Didn't even look at that before we started, so never mind that. But the front suspension's completely rebuilt. It's in all the proper finishes, all the bushings, the steering unit's all new. The bottom of the motor is immaculate. The starter, the fuel pump looks new. The numbers are on the back of the engine, and it's easier to see when it's up on a lift. You look up at the engine, and the VIN number of the car matches the numbers on the engine block. So it is a number match motor. The close ratio 4-speed has the original tag still riveted to it. It is the correct transmission to this car. Same thing with the rear end. It's a 350 traction lock, and it has the tag still attached to the rear end. The exhaust system's all new. It looks correct. Fuel system's all new. Parking brake cables are new. Rear suspension, and everything's detailed. The rear end is black and part primer, and all the nuts and bolts and hardware. The whole bottom of the car is restored. The body is super clean. Look how nice everything fits. The paint is polished out like a red piece of glass. The stripes, if you notice as it goes around, the side stripes are reflective. Of course, it has the correct sports slats, a rear spoiler, blacked out trunk lid. Everything here is beautiful. The gas cap, the emblems, just nice. Look how nice everything fits. Magnum 500 wheels, 15-inch. Look at the door jamb. Weather strip, it even opens super easy. Sill plates, all this trim, all redone. Sport mirrors, windshield's nice and clear. The Bosses, because they had the 15-inch wheels from the factory, the fender lip was rolled so it gave more clearance for the bigger tires. All the proper striping, shaker hood, the grill, everything's excellent. All the metal is nice. I don't see anything bent, wrinkled, damaged. You can still see the VIN number that's under the fender. You can just catch enough of it that we could tell on both sides. So the original metal is here. The factory spot welds, the factory seams. Also has the buck tag is still attached. That gives a lot of the codes and information. The correct antenna. It's got the fold down back seat. And it's completely restored. Right away when I sat in it, you could tell the cushions are new. Feels nice and firm. When you have new cushions, the upholstery fits nicer too. All this is new. Dash pad's excellent. Clock has quartz movement in it. AM/FM stereo radio, the factory type. All the chrome bezels, everything is beautiful in there. Interior lights work. Real clean, original trunk compartment. The metal has the original red paint in here, and it's a little scuffed, but it's nice to see original. It's clean, original metal. I looked up inside the quarters. They look like they're original to me. I don't see any cuts or splices. It does have a trunk mat. It does not have the spare tire. This is painted up real nice. It does have the prop rod, which came on the bosses to hold up the trunk lid. Apparently this one doesn't need it. So yeah, fold down back seat, all the plastic trim, the headliner's tight as a drum, dash pad, instrument panel, all the little chrome sparkles real nice. Has the factory tachometer in the dash. It does have one crack in the steering wheel. So back to the motor compartment. It's got the rev limiter, it's got power steering, power brakes, it has the correct carburetor. I checked the numbers on that. Air cleaner assembly is complete. It's got the tube that goes down to the exhaust manifold, the heat riser tube with the right plenum, the right finned aluminum valve covers, right clamps, the shroud, washer bottle. Everything in here is like factory correct. Shiny, glossy red under the hood. We'll start it up for you. So this thing's got a lot of options for a boss. Power steering, power disc brakes, AM/FM, shaker hood, spoilers, louvers, wheels. It's got quite a bit going for it. Tachometer works. Stereo does work. I just don't get reception in this building, ever. This car was sold new in Fort Lauderdale. I bought it from a collector. He owns a Ford dealership in North Carolina, so it's a southern car. That's why they call it a shaker hood scoop. I'm very happy with this car. It looks the part and it feels the part. The doors open easily. I just closed that door with hardly any effort. It's just like click. All the interior lights are working. I'm just standing here looking at the body panels. Are nice and square and flush. There is one imperfection I should point out. There is a bubble right here, the size of my pinky nail. The factory seam for the quarter panel's right here. So there's a bubble and then a little imperfection in the paint, like in a straight line right there. That's all that I'd seen. This car's got a lot going for it. Boss 302s are incredible cars to begin with. This is probably one of the nicest examples around. Take into consideration that it's red and it's got all the options. Great car. Visit volocars.com. I have a whole staff of people. We're here to help. If you have questions or concerns about the car, the shipping, the financing, let us know how we can help with that. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon so you can see these amazing videos as they come out. I appreciate you watching and do come back for more.